Hi, my name's Ty Butler, and welcome to #RedWolfNation, a show made by IUE students for IUE students. And for my first time hosting, who better to bring my friend and professor Tim Scales onto the class? So how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, no problem. So you're a professor. What courses do you teach, and what brought you to this occupation?
Well, actually, I teach economics as well as entrepreneurship and occasionally some of the marketing classes. And as far as what brought me to the occupation was I used to be a vice president at the bank. That was my full-time career, and I would teach part-time in the evenings. And I really enjoyed being with the students, watching them learn, develop. And so in '05, I decided to give up that career and come here full-time and make this my career so I could be with students.
All right, great. I like that. Now, since you've been around the campus so much, what is something you'd like to see change or possibly just happen to the campus that's different?
Well, I think we're probably evolving into that, and that's with the Student Center. Because what I'd like to see is something that connects the students to the campus. We're very much a commuter campus, and we need a place where students, faculty, everybody gather, and we become one. And I think that's in our future.
Yeah, that's great. Now, also, I see you behind the bench all the time for basketball. You're always rooting for the basketball team and all. But how are you connected with not only the basketball player athletes, but the students alike?
Well, and that's what I was going to say, not just basketball, but I'm going to be there for all of the sports and all the athletes, but all the students' involvement. When the students tell me something that they're involved in, I want to be there. Whether it be a play at the theater, whether it be music, whatever it might be, I want to be there because my thing is you come to the class, you participate in the class, you do well in the class, you respect me as your professor, and I ask a lot of you. But I want to be on the flip side. I want to respect you as a student. I want to respect what you're doing. I want to see what you're doing. I want to learn from what you're doing. I don't know a lot about sports, but I know a lot about the students, and I want to see what they're involved in.
Okay, all right. Now, also, what is a sport you'd like to see IUEs have that's not normal, that a usual one, like not baseball or softball? What's something just far beyond that you'd like to see IUEs have?
Well, I'll tell you, it's kind of a fun thing. It's not a sport, but when we had the recent induction into the chancellor, we had the zip line. And I would love to see us do an annual event where we have a zip line competition on our campus for the fastest speeds for our students on a zip line.
Okay. All right, yeah, that would be really interesting, actually. Now, just a switch off topics. Are you a pets kind of guy? Cat, dog, or whatever? I know for me, I'm always so busy with sports and all that and keeping up with classes, so I don't really have one. But from a professor standpoint, for you, are you a dog or cat guy?
I like animals, okay? I like pets, but I have no pets, and I'm really not. From a standpoint that I travel a lot, I present a lot, so I don't feel like I can be fair to the pet. A lot of days I like to spend a lot of hours at the campus, so I don't want the dog or the cat to be miserable without somebody. So I actually have no pets, but probably preference would be on the dog.
Okay, me too. I love dogs. I know my roommate has a nice little boxer. Hi, Tyson, back home. Now, going back to academics, I've taken online classes, and there's always people say, oh, don't take them, or you should take them. Coming from a professor standpoint, what are your experiences with it? What do you suggest, or what advice do you have too?
Well, we started in online probably, 5 years ago? I started teaching online probably 3 years ago. I kind of fought it a little bit because I love that relationship I built in class, face-to-face with students. But I've also been building that online. And so when a student, for instance, if they email me, I call them. I respond to them so that they know that they have a real professor that's caring, and that's important. I personally think that as we continue to grow in the online environment, it's going to be great because last semester I had 2 students face-to-face. We did a project with one of the online students in Valparaiso. That's 3 hours away, but we were to orchestrate it to where the 3 of us drove to Valparaiso. We did a business workshop, and all the students worked together. The student online, she graduated in December, she says this was the highlight of her college career.
Wow.
And for the 2 students that was from here that made that drive, they found it to be the highlight as well, and they talk about it every week. So we got to find ways to engage the online student with the face-to-face student and make it one of the greatest college experiences ever. You're going to have that in business. And once you get into business, whatever it may be, part of your education is going to be working with people around the world. So you might as well do it now with online.
Okay. Now, also kind of switching back also, we talked a little bit about your past experiences with TV shows. This isn't your first time. What have you done so far with TV shows and really broadcasting and all?
Well, several things. I mean, for the last 8 years, I've had my own television show called In Your Business, where I bring guests on every week. We talk about their business, and it's entrepreneurs, and it teaches our community, the students, everybody about small business and how important small business is. I also go on as a guest with Trinity Broadcast with Joy in Our Town about 4 to 5 times a year and just kind of give them an update on economics and the importance of what that means to a community. And then I've had opportunities to go on national television as well, like Inside Indiana Business with Gary Dick, and just kind of learn about the importance of Indiana business. So just a variety of things.
Okay, yeah, you're always busy, Just a little off topic now. What is something that we don't really know about you that you almost kind of keep hidden that you don't normally just bring up to people?
Okay. Well, something that probably the students wouldn't know. You know it, and Tyler Rigby know it, but there's one thing the three of us have in common, and it's hard to find. There's only one place in Richmond to get it, and it's out of Cincinnati, and that's we all have a love for Grippo potato chips.
Yes. Grippos, definitely go over to Marsh's. That's where they're hidden, but don't get them all because we need them too. But, well, thank you for joining me today. As my first segment, I couldn't think of anyone else to bring other than you. Great friend of mine, great professor, and you've always been a little role model to me for academics and all.
Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for coming. Hopefully you can come on again sometime.
All right.
So, all right. Well, this has been #RedWolfNation. We'll see you back next time.